Gentlemen, let me ask you something straight. Do you honestly believe that at your age, women only want men with fat wallets, flashy cars, or a head full of thick dark hair? Because if you do, let me stop you right there. Because that is a lie society has been feeding men for decades. The truth is that there is something far more powerful than money or looks, something most men over 60 already possess, but never realize how to use. And once you unlock this deeper psychological advantage, women, including younger women, naturally feel drawn to you like a magnet, and it does not require surgery, a sports car, extreme fitness routines, or miracle shortcuts. It only requires a simple daily habit that takes around 12 minutes, yet reprograms the way you project confidence, presence, and emotional steadiness. So stick with me, because you are about to learn the practice that makes women lean in, chase your attention, and feel comfortable competing for your presence, while most men your age keep wasting time trying to compete in the wrong areas. Before we continue, if you are ready to reclaim your confidence, rebuild your identity, and attract women without gimmicks or performing for approval, then make sure you stay engaged, because each week one share insights based on psychology, human behavior, and male well-being, specifically for men after 60. Now, let us remove a damaging myth. Society often tells men that once they turn 60, they become invisible unless they have luxury, car, celebrity status, or the financial power of a retired billionaire. But that belief is completely disconnected from real-world behavior, because many men in their 60s and 70s have women 20 or 30 years younger showing genuine interest. And it is not because of wealth or cosmetic enhancements. It is because of psychological attraction and emotional maturity. Women are not longing for more youthful men who act uncertain or insecure. They are longing for a man who carries grounded confidence, life experience, and emotional steadiness, something younger men often lack because they are still building their identity and still seeking validation. Your advantage is already within you, and your life history is part of your strength. For clarity, I will explain that the key principle you must understand is something called outcome independence, because when you master this, women find you naturally appealing. Even more importantly, you will notice that your own stress lowers, your confidence rises, and your interactions become effortless. The first mistake men over 60 make is chasing instead of attracting. Many men still try to impress women or prove they remain desirable, but this creates pressure, tension, and a sense of neediness that women can feel instantly. The solution is cultivating outcome independence, which means living in a way that radiates inner contentment rather than pursuing validation. This mental shift creates subtle confidence and makes women approach you without you pushing or performing. The second mistake is tying your self-worth to women's approval. The moment you ask yourself if you still have it, or if a woman finds you attractive, you accidentally place her above you, which removes your power and makes communication stiff, tense, or overly cautious. Instead, you must detach your identity from external reactions and reconnect with your wisdom, your experience, and your independence. A man who chooses a woman rather than needing her becomes emotionally magnetic. The third mistake is competing in areas you cannot win. Many men try to look 35 again, buying flashy accessories or disguising age with superficial changes. But you do not need to imitate youth. Age brings depth, resilience, patience, direction, and emotional clarity. Women feel safer and more at ease with a man who knows who he is, instead of a man trying to play a younger man's game. The solution is embodying calm confidence, real stability, and a grounded presence, which creates true, mature, masculine energy. Now, let us get practical so you can build outcome independence using a simple 12-minute practice known as the Indifference Activation Protocol, which includes 3 steps. The first step is 3 minutes of contentment rehearsal, where you sit quietly, breathe steadily, and picture your life exactly how it is, without needing approval, attention, or validation from any woman. This retrains your mind to stop signaling desperation. The second step is 4 minutes of agenda-free visualization where you imagine interacting with an attractive woman, but without wanting anything from her. Not a date, number, or outcome. You remain present, relaxed, and engaged, which rewires your brain to operate without pressure. The third step is 5 minutes of self-appreciation, where you mentally review your achievements, challenges you overcame, and the wisdom life has taught you, not for bragging, but to consciously recognize your value, which strengthens your identity and creates unshakable self-assurance. The surprising truth is that the less you care about seeking attraction, the more attractive you appear. For example, many men find that when they stop trying so hard, women naturally initiate conversations because your energy communicates that you are complete and comfortable in your own world, and that is what draws people in. This is not about playing games, being cold, or acting uninterested. It is about freeing yourself from emotional dependence and stepping into mature masculine energy that women deeply respect. You already have decades of lessons, victories, failures, successes, and growth inside you, and this richness makes you naturally appealing when you stop hiding behind insecurity. So understand that you are not too old and you are not invisible, because men over 60 stand at a stage in life where attraction becomes easier once they shift their mindset. Practice outcome independence daily. Watch how women begin to notice your presence differently, and remember that you do not need to become someone else. You simply need to reveal the man you have always been. Life is not about fading into the background. It is about entering the room with certainty, knowing you have nothing to prove and everything to enjoy. Stay strong, stay magnetic, and continue becoming the best version of yourself.